Once upon a time, in a magical kingdom far, far away, there lived a princess named Snow White. Her beauty was legendary, skin as pure as freshly fallen snow, lips as red as the most vibrant roses, and hair as dark as the deepest night. But it wasn't just her looks that made her special. Snow White's heart was filled with kindness and love for all. Now, Snow White's stepmother, the queen, was a different story. She was vain and obsessed with being the most beautiful in all the land. Every day, she'd ask her magic mirror, 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 on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? And the mirror always replied, "You are my queen." But one fateful day, everything changed. The mirror spoke the truth. Snow White is now the fairest of them all. Can you imagine the queen's shock? Her face turned red with anger and jealousy. Furious, the queen ordered a huntsman to take Snow White deep into the forest and… well, let's just say she didn't want the princess coming back. But here's where kindness saved the day. The huntsman couldn't bear to harm Snow White. Instead, he whispered, "Run, dear princess, find safety in the woods." Snow White ran and ran until she stumbled upon the cuttest little cottage you've ever seen. Inside lived 7 quirky dwarfs who worked in the nearby mines. They welcomed Snow White with open arms, and soon she became like a sister to them. She filled their home with warmth, laughter, and the most delicious home-cooked meals. But the queen wasn't done yet. When she found out Snow White was still alive, she disguised herself as a harmless old woman and visited the cottage. She offered Snow White a beautiful, shiny red apple. Now, Snow White was always kind and trusting, so she took a bite without hesitation. Suddenly, she fell into a deep, magical sleep. The poor dwarfs were heartbroken. They couldn't bear to bury her, so they placed her in a beautiful glass coffin surrounded by colorful flowers. Days turned into weeks, and then one day, a handsome prince who had heard tales of Snow White's beauty and kindness came to see her. Moved by her story, he gently kissed her, and just like that, the spell was broken. Snow White's eyes fluttered open, and she smiled, thanking the dwarfs for their love and care. The prince took her to his kingdom, but Snow White never forgot her little friends in the forest. From that day forward, Snow White ruled with wisdom and kindness, teaching everyone an important lesson. True beauty comes from the heart, not from any magic mirror. Remember, boys and girls, jealousy only leads to trouble, but kindness and love, they always win in the end. So be like Snow White, spread a little kindness wherever you go, and you'll live happily ever after too.